Muslims often point to John 14:28 as a proof that Jesus denied that he's God. According to John 14:28, the Lord Jesus Christ said that the Father is greater than I. On the basis of this passage, Muslims assume that Jesus cannot be co-equal to the Father in essence if the Father is greater than he. However, the problem with that objection is that it ignores the fact that the term greater, not just in Greek, but even in English, can have one of two possible meanings. First, it can mean someone who is better in essence, as well as in position and rank. For example, I'm greater than my dog, not just in position and rank, but also in essence. Or the term greater can simply refer to someone who holds a higher office or status. For example, my boss is greater than me. The president is greater than the vice president. However, both my boss and myself, as well as the president and the vice president, are fully human. We're fully human, and we have the same human dignity and value in the eyes of God. So clearly, greater in those examples cannot mean someone who's superior, better than someone in essence and nature. Now, when Jesus says the Father is greater than I, did he mean that the Father is better than him in essence, not just superior to him in rank? Or did he mean that the Father is greater than him by virtue of his status in heaven? Because when Christ uttered these words, he was on earth and had assumed the status, the position of a servant. How do we know the answer? Well, the way that you find what Jesus meant is by looking at the context of the verse itself. And by context, I mean either the chapter itself, the chapters before, or the book as a whole. After all, John 14 comes 14 chapters later. John has a lot to say about Jesus Christ in the 13 preceding chapters. Let's see what Jesus said earlier in John 14 in order to demonstrate whether greater than means that the Father is superior in essence or greater in rank by virtue of the Father remaining in heavenly glory and Christ on earth in the form of a slave. Let's go to John 14, verses 12 to 14. Truly, truly, I say to you, whoever believes in me will also do the works that I do. Now notice, Christ is saying, whoever believes in him will do the same miracles, the same kind of works that Jesus has been doing while he was on earth. And greater works than these he will do because I'm going to the Father. Notice that Christ also says, not only will they be doing the works I've been doing, but they'll actually end up doing greater works than these. Same Greek word is used in John 14:12 that later on Jesus uses in John 14:28. Here, greater cannot mean greater in terms of quality, that the disciples will be doing better works than the Lord Jesus. Greater can only mean in terms of quantity. They'll be doing more miracles than Jesus did, but they'll be performing the same kind of miracles that Jesus did while he was on earth.